Mrs. Modupe Adeleke Soni, and all my brothers seated here, ladies and gentlemen of the press, I thank you for giving us this opportunity to correct some of the wrong information that has been flying all around everywhere in the social media. But before I start, I want to thank God Almighty for the life of our brother that passed, Senator Isiaka Adeleke. Because God Almighty says that in all things, in all situations, in all circumstances, that we should always give thanks to Him. As painful as the passing of our brother is, it's like we are still dreaming. It's been very, very painful, very, very extremely painful. For us, in the family, he was our hero. And the pain is going to take a little while to go away. It was too sudden. He was not sick. He was well till the very last night. But God knows best. And we thank God Almighty for his life. We thank God Almighty for giving him to us in the Adeleke family. We thank God Almighty for what he was able to achieve in his very short 62 years. To God be all the glory. We are not going to answer any questions after I finish speaking. But all we came here to say is that my brother, everybody knows that he was a Muslim, but we had to delay his burial for 24 hours in order to conduct an autopsy. Some people call it post-mortem, to determine the cause of death. The post-mortem or the autopsy has been conducted. The doctors told us it's going to take between 1 week and 2 weeks to have a detailed analysis and report. As I speak now, we don't have any report yet. Everything you have read in the social media, are just mere speculations and rumors. Please, we want you to help us to correct that in the minds of everyone. My brother was a very peaceful man. I want to urge all his supporters, all his political supporters, that they should please let us mourn him peacefully. They should not resort to violence. My brother will not be happy looking down on anyone fighting or causing any problems or disrupting the peace on his, in the account of his name. He was not a violent person. He never encouraged it. He never tolerated it. So we want to beg everyone to please ignore all the gossips and rumors in the social media and let us mourn our brother peacefully. We will not know nobody knows the cause of death yet. Nobody knows. Even the doctors, they don't know until they finish their analysis. And they say it's going to take 1 to 2 weeks before we get the result. That was why we delayed his burial. We did not bury him on Sunday when he died. We buried him the following day, Monday. Having said that, I want to thank President Muhammadu Buhari, Vice President Osinbajo, Senate President Bukola Saraki, Governor Amosun, Governor Akeredolu, Governor Fayose, former Governor Oyinlola, our very good friend Aliko Dangote, former Governor Niyi Adebayo, our spiritual leaders, all our obas and friends and well-wishers that have come from near, far and near to console us and to sympathize with us as a family. We thank you all very much. We thank also our Kabiyesi, Baba Timi. We thank Baba Oni. We thank our friend and our Kabiyesi also, Baba Abolani of Okela. We thank the Chief Imam and all the Afars that have, stood with us in this very, very difficult period. It's a very, very difficult period for us. It's like we are still dreaming. It's extremely, extremely painful. We have cried and we have asked ourselves, why did it happen now? But God knows best. We cannot query God. All we just want is for us to have a very, very peaceful ceremonies that is left to be done, and for us to be left to mourn in peace and quiet. We don't want any fighting. We don't want any violence. We don't want people speculating in the social media to cause problems, that are not there. We are not pointing any fingers to anyone because we don't have the resource yet. So please help us to spread the word that what our brothers stood for is what we also stand for. We don't want any fighting. We want peace. And we thank you for your prayers. Continue to keep us in your prayers. We need a lot of prayers at this very difficult time. And I thank you very much for coming. God bless you. Thank you very much.